ever seen such clean oil in your life? There you go. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Clean out the oil pan and everything. So, okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I put everything together, and then overnight it started leaking on the front main. Take this off. Yeah, I'll grab my flashlight and I'll kind of show you where I had to use a little more RTV. I had a little bit of a still where it was leaking before, but basically right in the front there. I don't know if I can reach all the way in there, but right up on the front where it arches down. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get underneath there with the car being so low. But anyway, where it arches down on the oil pan, yeah, I had another leak. So what I did is I drained the oil, not all of it, just enough to where the oil wouldn't be on the the gasket, when I did pull it. So I drained about, I don't know, probably about 4 quarts, 3 quarts, somewhere in there. And so once I dropped it, I just dropped it enough where I just loosened up the bolts to where I dropped it down to where, there's this little in-between space. And then I took that RTV and placed it on the inside, on both sides of the gasket. Luckily I was able to just get my finger up in there, but the problem was I had to take the filter back out. I had to take the starter back out. So it was a process, but not as much as the first go around. No leaks as of yet. I started it up, and so we're doing good so far. So let's keep our fingers crossed. This is good. So now this is going to be more of a rant. I don't know what it is. I think it's let's see. Anyway, so I was thinking, like, these electric cars, Tesla drivers, more than anything, because they got a little bit of oomph to them. But these Tesla drivers, they're becoming a menace on the road. No, they just like to try and squeeze in and cut. I can see it coming a mile away what they're trying to do. Because I like driving and I try to drive the best as I can, and I drive very defensively. Of course, I drive for work too, so yeah, you have to be on your best awareness. But I think there's 2 types of Tesla drivers. You get the real slow ones that are just like put, trying to do their economy. And then, like I said, there's the ones that are just like, they're all over the road. And don't get me wrong, but it just seems like lately it's been Teslas. There's a lot of people that do that type of stuff. So that's just kind of my Tesla rant. It was so kind of funny. Our machine, our sorting machine, went down sometime last week. Caused a huge mess. So, and everything had to be processed manually. And it was kind of funny because normally things are up, around 9:30, 10 o'clock. They didn't get done. We didn't get done processing until 2 o'clock in the evening because everything had to be sorted by hand, and what a mess. So it was an electric issue, and nobody had a backup plan for when that does happen. So what was kind of funny is it got me thinking, what are these Tesla drivers and stuff, what are they going to do, when maybe the power goes out for a while and they can't charge, and it's already an issue with them parking or charging at these charging stations and have to wait 4 hours, you know. Sometimes just to get plugged in, they're waiting in line to pull into the charge station. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I think, don't get me wrong, I think they're cool and everything, you know, because, you know, that, what is it called, ludicrous speed or whatever. You know, I like it. It's cool, you know, whatever, it's fast. Because I'm a car guy, you know, and I like speed, you know. So, you know, I think that's pretty cool. But is it practical? Is this really practical? And what do you do usually when your phone, especially if you have a sealed battery, and you can't change your battery? What eventually do? You just throw the phone away and get a new phone. Well, that's kind of what Teslas are going to be. I can't see them ever being worth restoring, you know, collectible, because, you know, the technology will just disappear. You know, a good example, a lot of the electronics for the C4 Corvettes, they're having a hard time finding them. You know, you're using old chips and stuff like that. So people are changing things around, and, you know, your basic C4s and up, where they start using some of the electronic stuff, I can already tell you they're going to be retro modding stuff in the future. Kind of like what I did with my Dakota digital, you know, gauges. Once those go out, you know, I'll eventually have to figure out how to, you know, I'll find another setup or whatever. And that's what's going to be interesting with this hobby. It's pretty cool, you know. I like all original cars too. They break down a little bit more, you know, but they're easy to fix. You know, everything's manual. I mean, if you look at the engine here, I mean, there's no sensors or anything like that. And if something goes wrong, you know, I can hobble something together and, you know, get home. Some of these newer cars, you can't quite do that. So, you know, I'm just doing a quick little rant today. I need to, maybe, you know, it just depends how I feel. But I'm going to wet sand this one more time. It's kind of funny. Now, let me get a rag. Actually, I just take this. Now that I got this white light in here, you can see, maybe I can get it on camera. But I can see some of the finer scratches, see, right in there. I mean, it's nothing horrible, but I want to wet sand it down one more time. Right in here, you can see, oh yeah, I see, you can see where the scratches were. And some of that orange peel still. Kind of crazy without this light, or if I pull it out in the sun, it doesn't look as bad. So, you know, so it has a little bit of scratches and stuff here. So I'm going to have to, you know, there you go. Orange peel. Yeah, so I'm going to just wet sand it one more time now that I can see. I got better lighting. And I also bought two different high, what do you call it? The higher, the brightness for these two too, for my, whatchamacallit, my garage door opener. So I can turn it on also and brighten up the area also. So I'm undecided. I'm undecided on what I want to do first. Been kind of exhausted. You know, work's doing the reevaluation thing, and you know, I might lose more money. The lowest I can go here, but I'm already making $800 less than I used to. If you go, a year and a half ago, and you know, that's a lot of money. And so, you know, I could lose about $180 per check if I drop another to the lowest. So that'd be another almost $400 a month. And I don't know, that might just destroy my finances. I might have to get a second job, and this might be put on hold. I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, we'll figure something out. But I hope it doesn't come to that. You know, but the way things are looking, be honest, it's not looking very good. So we'll find out here in about 2-3 weeks. Other than that, yeah. But yeah, I still got all the supplies and everything, so I could keep sanding and working on the body. That's no big deal. But you know, because I'd like to replace the windows and all that too. So, but you know, if I'm gonna be losing money, and I'm already living pretty much check to check right now because you know I took that big hit, and so we're gonna see how this plays out. Yeah, other than that, I mean, I'll still be around, but we'll be taking these doors off soon, and I do got new, like I said, new rubber for the doors. Let's see here. And then the felts. Can't really see them, but there's our door felts. Convertible outer window sill felt. See, so there's our felt for the window or the doors. And then I got new rubber all the way for around the bottom too, so we can strip all that, take that out, and once we're done, put the rubber back on, because we're going to clean up the inside also. So all right, I've BS'd enough, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.